everyone, welcome back to the Fruity Monster channel. Yeah, today let's go a little bit beyond my usual tutorials about melodies. In this one, yeah, it's been a while. Let's make a build-up. Well, let's make a little track actually. So this is what we did last time, but before I show you, today let's make some sort of an intro, a build-up, and the part with the kick. So let's make this really nice. Perhaps I'll even turn it into the intro of this video, like melody writing. This is basically melody writing, but I wanted to change the title because, you know, melody writing is mostly about melody layering and mixing. So this is what we have so far. Alright, now let's decide how we are going to lay this out. So I suggest we start with this, with the basic Tetris melody. This one. Perhaps we need to clone the main lead for that. Let's name it Ringtone Sound. Let's not send it to the mixer yet, and let's remove the legato. Alright, so let's throw this in the mixer. Alright, something like that. And from here I want to do the bassline thing, perhaps with the clap. So let's throw it there too. And let's compare loudness. And perhaps let's change this one a bit. So I just made it unique. Now let's do some stuff with the note lengths. Oh wait, let's do something cool. Alright, so check this one out. Oh, okay, now let's do something with the bass line, some modulation. So I'm thinking filter. Let's make it simple by using an EQ. Okay, we need to use this one. Creating an automation clip. So it starts here and it slowly goes down. And we don't, yeah, we can keep this part, but and let's do something with the bassline too. Something like that. What also would be nice is some sort of, yeah, the man choir. Okay, cool. So, oh, man choir right here. Let's also give it a filter. Well, let's give it the same filter actually. Save preset as, go to, I think, wait, the man choir isn't in yet. Man choir, or, wait, choir some men, haha, I don't know. So, let's give it the same EQ as the baseline, and let's link the automation. This one, let's link it to this one, so saves us some trouble and keeps stuff efficient. Alright, and let's also do a filter. So it doesn't start, because now instantly starts really high. Something like this. Cool. And it goes up or down. Alright, something like this. And perhaps we should introduce some type of other lead maybe. So it won't sound so solo. I'm thinking this one. It's one. Okay. Let's do the same rhythm as here. And let's also give it this EQ thing. No. Let's give this one a filter. And let's also link it to this one over here. Don't link too much, might give you some trouble in the end, but there we go. Let's make some more space. Okay, we're clipping really hard. Let's fix that. Perhaps give this one a bit of release. Oh crap, we can automate that too. So let's do this and go to Tools, Last Tweaked, Create Automation Clip. Way too high, and going back. Now let's add some impacts. I can use the ones from my pack, I think. FE Effects, Fruity Moss Essentials, people. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's see if this one works. Now let's use that one for the main melody. Let's use a sweep. Now let's use a sweep before the impact. Let's see how that works. Alright, we need some crashes. Let's go to drums, cymbals, crashes. Ah, good enough. Let's throw some reverb on that. Okay, let's throw these ones to the mixer also. Usually I would rename them, but I'm simply proud that these are my own samples. I didn't layer them with existing samples, I made them with the drum synthesizer. Something like this, for all room. That's a cool crash. Okay, and from there, okay, let's use this sweep. Same preset. Okay, so now this is not really the melody we're going to hear right now. So let's clone this. Let's change it a little bit so it'll work. Ah, crap! This is a thing with filters. Okay, this is some, I usually get this stuff when I'm using automation on filters. When you solo stuff, it messes things up. Just hold shift and click all of your automation clips and enable them, and that fixes it up. So, okay, back to the melody. Okay, so this one will be without chords, because that's for the sidechaining effect when the kick comes. Alright, so here we go. And this is where it kicks in. Let's give it another shot. Okay, I'm really starting to like this one. Okay, let's make it really epic. So let's do the same thing all over again. Usually I will do it without the impact, but hell, this is a nice track. So now let's add in another snare. Now let's add in one snare. This one, and I'm going to tune it. So I'm going up. So in this key, it doesn't match. In this key it does. So I'm pitching it down. Alright, so nice. Now we have a snare. So add it to the mixer too. Let's see if it does something. And let's do some reverb maybe. And give it a bit more punch. So without mixing, with mixing. There we go. So let's throw it under here. Oh wait. Let's cut it away from pattern 3 and throw it into a new one. And now let's throw it under here, so we know that's where the snare starts. And from here we start the build up, and after that we do the kick. Alright, there we go, people. Wait, intro part. Let's make the final note longer. You'll see what happens. It will sound nice. So I think this is starting to sound really nice. I'm actually a little bit proud of myself for such a tutorial end result for now. Well, in the next video we are going to do the build-up. I plan to do it in the final video, the third video, but it's taking longer than I expected, and I actually really like doing this. So that's my excuse for the next video, but it'll be the final video. After this we are going to do the build-up to the kick, and from there let's add the kick and let's make this really cool. So thanks all for watching. See you again next time. And the final video has actually already been recorded from your perspective. So don't worry, it'll be up in about 1 or 2 days. I think 2 days. So see you again next time.